This is a discussion for answer on question 4 from June 2018 final examination. So the question is A. Calculate the following ratio for Galaxy Enterprise. 1. Current ratio. Current ratio, the formula is current asset divide with current liabilities. Current liabilities is given in additional information 2, which consists of account payable 31,000 and accrued rental 6,000. So total current liabilities are 31,000 plus 6,000, which is equal to 37,000. And for current asset, the information is also can be found in additional information 2. Current asset consists of inventory 18,000, bank 36,750, account receivable 26,000, and prepaid electricity 250. Total current asset after you add up the inventories, bank, account receivable, and prepaid electricity is equal to 81,000. For current ratio, 81,000 ringgit, which is the total of current asset divided with the current liability of 37,000 will give you the answer of 2.19. And the next question, 2, quick ratio. The formula is total current asset minus closing inventories minus prepaid expenses divided with total current liability. So total current asset is equal to 81,000 from the calculation above. And then for the closing inventory from additional information 2, inventory or closing inventory is at 80,000 minus with prepaid electricity or prepaid expenses at 250 ringgit. And you need to divide this amount with a total current liability of 37,000, okay, which is 31,000 account payable plus with accrued rental 6,000 will give you the answer of 37,000. And then 81,000 minus 18,000 minus 250 equal to 62,750 divide with current liability of 37,000 will give you the answer of 1.70. For question 3, inventory turnover ratio, the formula is cost of goods sold or cost of sale divide with average inventory. Cost of sale is given in the statement of profit or loss of amounted to 222,000 ringgit. And then you need to find out how much is the average inventory. For average inventory, the formula is opening inventory plus closing inventory. Opening inventory is equal to 25,000 ringgit and closing inventory is equal to 18,000 ringgit. So 25,000 ringgit plus 18,000 ringgit times half. You will get the answer of 21,500. Okay. So the closing cost of sale or cost of goods sold of 222,000 ringgit divided with average inventory of 21,500 ringgit equal to 10 times. And for number 4, you need to calculate the average collection period. Average collection period, the formula is account receivable divided with credit sales divide with 365 days. Account receivable is in the additional information 2 under current asset. Account receivable is stated at 26,000 ringgit. And for the credit sale, the amount is 630,000 ringgit. So this is the amount of credit sale as mentioned in additional information 1. All sales were made on credit. And then divide the credit sales with 365 days will get you the answer of 1,589. So the amount of account receivable, 26,000 ringgit, divide with 1,589 is equal to 16 days. And for A5, gross profit margin, the formula is gross profit divided with net sale times 100 ringgit. Gross profit can found in the statement of profit or loss, which is equal to 358,000 ringgit. Divide with the net sale. Net sale is given. Okay, after you deduct the amount, the total amount of sales, 330,000 with the return inward of 50,000 ringgit. So net sale is equivalent to 580,000 ringgit. For gross profit margin, 358,000 ringgit divide with 580,000 ringgit times 100 ringgit is equal to 61.72%. The next question B, explain the firm efficiency ratio calculated above. Efficiency ratios consist of two types of ratio, which are inventory turnover ratio and average collection ratio. So you need to explain or interpret these two ratio. In inventory turnover ratio, as you look at the answer in A3, the answer of inventory ratio is equal to 10 times. So what does it mean? It means that the business restock or replenish its inventory 10 times in a year. Whereas for the average collection period, as you can find the answer in A4, the average collection period is equal to 16 days, which means that the business takes 16 days to collect debts from its debtors. And for the last question, C, identify three objectives of financial statement analysis. Three objectives of financial statement analysis are: number one, to identify weaknesses and strength of a business. Number two, to take action on how to overcome any weaknesses. And number three, to improve financial situation of the business in the future. So that's all for a discussion on question 4 from June 2018.